Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Ark Twilight of the Spirits. As you can probably tell, I am at the Amator Training Center. Target is level 42, you know, no big deal. Started this round at level 39. This is currently, I think, around 20? Yeah, I was originally thinking of showing this thing starting with around 21, you know, to include the final 10 rounds of this third trial, but maybe some preliminary explanations. So I did the second trial off camera because it was really mostly uninteresting. It was a mixture of the same enemies from round 1 and some slightly stronger ones, but nothing too bad, and, you know, 15 rounds was doable. However, this round, this third trial proved to be much more difficult. The enemies are completely insane, and I mean, needless to say, this entire trial is inherently extremely unfair. It's obviously one character against up to... well, I guess it's up to 4, up to 5? Is it sometimes 5? Well, at least 4 enemies, very regularly. And, you know, as you can tell, they're up to level 35. I think these are the highest level enemies we encounter. There were originally 4 of these, by the way, so I'm already halfway through them, or only halfway through them, and already lost quite a bit of health. So yeah, these things are not easy. They deal a ton of damage. Obviously I'm not allowed to use my special attacks. However, enemies do that quite gratuitously. There are some in particular that are very dangerous. Some enemies can poison me. That actually caused one of my earliest deaths. I've attempted this third trial a couple of times earlier, only to die within the first 2 rounds usually. Sometimes the first round was actually a couple of times. The first round was 4 of these guys, which turned out to be relatively rare in the long run. Thankfully, this is only the second time I encounter these. This is not looking good. Yeah, I think I need to. I would rather preserve my healing items. So, but that's the one thing I am allowed to use. So, yeah, rather not die here after 20 rounds of this. Anyway, as I said, these 4 robots are probably the most difficult. There is another type of mechanical enemy that is kinda nasty, but at this point, at my current level, they're not so bad anymore. But yeah, as you can see here, these enemies like to use their special attack, which is annoying because not only does it always hit, but also deals a lot of damage. Oh hey, level up. As you can see, we need a ton of experience for a level up at this point. Hit goes up, that's actually nice. Not that I miss a lot. Yeah, it probably doesn't even matter that much. Yeah. I mean, these enemies in particular give a lot of experience, but the average combat gives like 2,000 to 2,500 maybe, so it takes a few fights. Yeah, anyway, so to finish that little story, so I died a few times pretty early on. And then started to grind just outside the temple against regular enemies. I used just Kharg alone and just slaughtered those enemies, racking up about 2,000 to a little bit more per fight against some monks and priests. They're pretty easy, but yeah. Anyway, I did that. I didn't use Paulette at all. So I grinded up until level 39. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Which is when I started this current round, and that proved to be just barely enough. Yeah, I need to use healing items against these mechs, but everything else I can usually, or I mean, I've been able to beat up to this point with more or less little difficulty. I did fight a little bit with Maru and Gans. Not so much with Dickback, only to to level up his class a little bit. I did use Tatiana a little bit. Well, let me just show you. So her class is maxed out. She did end up getting one attack skill at max level, direct powerful electric light attack. Also takes a ton of spirit stones, so that better be good. Other than that, it's, I don't know, nothing too exciting. Hypnotize maybe, but single target sleep, I don't know. I'm still kind of unimpressed by her skill loadout. Gans's level up, or class level is maxed out, and he actually gained access to some interesting skills. Extreme Grenade, which I didn't learn. Titan Grenade, which costs 2,200 SP. I went for that, or 2,500 even, maybe? Possibly. I went for that, you know. Both of these sound pretty awesome. Obviously, this one is the better one. He also got, well, Defensive Stance. Another max level skill. I don't know. Defensive skills, not really the most exciting thing. Dickbag only gained a few levels. He learned Happy Raise, which is just an amazing name. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually trying that at some point. He did learn Cure and Refresh, which is helpful, I guess. Kharg is long maxed out on SP, of course. Obviously, for how much I've been using him. Yeah, I think I bought all the skills, of course, but I don't think he has anything. He gained anything new. Paulette has been maxed out for a while. Maru learned Great Hunter. I actually went ahead and learned that for, I think, 2,200 or something about that. Aims at giant airborne things. Well, I mean, I haven't tried it yet. I hope it's usable against ground targets as well. I don't know what's up with that description. Steel level 2, interesting. Not that I've been doing a whole lot of stealing, but it's good to know it's there. And yeah, that's just about it. I spent, well, honestly, way too much time on this all. Oh, I don't want to use Tajana. That would have been bad. So I heal in between rounds, of course. And yeah, let's see what the game throws at me next. I've been, yeah. So I've spent a long time on this. This is one of the easy fights. Used to be somewhat challenging early on, but yeah, hasn't been for a while. Obviously, these enemies are now relatively low level by comparison. The only enemy that's still annoying is the Whip Lady, because she can... sometimes there is a very similar fight with two Whip Ladies instead of the Shotgun Lady and Whip Lady. So yeah, Whip Ladies can use their special skill with poisons, and obviously poison deals a lot of damage. Yeah, one of my earlier attempts actually ended due to poison. I would have technically been able to beat them just fine, even at pre-grind levels of, I don't know, 32 or something. Yeah, I think 32 before I started grinding. I mean, the grinding actually went pretty fast. But still, I spent a lot of time. I don't even know how long. 2 hours? 3 hours? Possibly. I was listening to audiobooks on the side, so... And I didn't do it all in one sitting, of course. That would be a little bit too insane. Yeah, anyway. What was I trying to say? Right, oh, so yeah. Poison killed me because I didn't have any poison cure items with me. And I ran out of what little healing item supplies I had with me. At this point, I don't even try to go for double hits anymore, usually, because these enemies are not threatening enough. Unfortunately, I still can't quite one-shot them, even from behind. Unless it's a crit. But crits do not happen very often. Anyway. So yeah, these fights, not a big deal. I hope I don't know, should I heal? Probably. Just to be safe. If it's those stupid combat robots again, and I hope I never see them again. But we'll see. But yeah, those are still quite dicey. Okay, these are the other mechs. They used to be really scary, but... And they used to sometimes appear in the second round as well, which cost me an attempt or two. But yeah, they're not that bad anymore. I think I could probably even take them on head on, but here's how I usually do. So by standing in this corner, only one of them is going to aggro. By retreating all the way down here. One more round should be okay. Yeah, he can't quite reach me. And then I inch forward, because as soon as you step even slightly, if I were to go behind him for a back attack, the next robot would come, pretty sure. So rather not risk it. But I can do this and go for a back hit, hopefully. Yeah, that's some nice damage. When I started out, I would deal like, I don't know, 40 to 50 damage, maybe? Oh, okay, that was... Well, I guess at this point I might as well go forward. But yeah, they used to be so much more deadly. Obviously, they have quite a few hit points compared to most other enemies before. And they also have a special attack, of course, which they are allowed to use. So why not? Again, lots of damage, undodgeable, uncounterable, which is almost worse. And normal attacks, however, well, okay. Can be dodged, can be blocked, can be countered. Still doesn't happen all the time, but there's a dodge. That's helpful. Oh, it's not bad. Can't have very many hit points left. Nope, not at all. Well, yeah, as you can see, even though I screwed up and aggroed two of them, not actually lethal anymore. Yeah. Okay, skill, heal. That should be fine. I still have, actually, hang on a second. I did go for a shopping trip at some point. Stocked up on healing items. Especially these great herbs, which are really quite cheap. 100 gold a piece, not a big deal. Definitely worth it. As well as elixir, which just heals everything. Ironically enough, I only got poisoned once after that, and it was almost at the end of the fight, so I didn't even bother healing poison. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Yeah, these guys used to be pretty terrifying, but they used to deal a ton of damage, actually, until quite recently, but I don't know, there must be some kind of... there must be something going on with the stats behind the scenes. Where, I don't know, maybe character level... Or, yeah, level differences between characters and enemies plays more of a role than actual stats. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they just started dealing 1 damage. Sometimes even 0 damage. Yeah, when blocked. Well, I guess that's still, that's normal for blocking, but... yeah, there's the poison. So, yeah, anyway, these enemies suddenly started dealing exactly 1 damage when they were dealing like 30, 40 before. So, yeah, there must be some kind of formula at work. Honestly, I'm still not going to waste a turn healing poison. I should be good. Especially when I get multiple turns in a row. Oh, okay. Should be able to get them both at once. Come on. Maybe from behind. I don't need to do this, but especially now that I'm poisoned. Obviously, poison is deals percentage-based damage based on my max hit points. So yeah. Okay. If I can avoid an extra tick, that means I can save some healing that I might need later. I mean, I'm not going to run out of Spirit Stones, especially since I can't even use them in combat where it would matter so much more. Anyway, I'm really... But so far, the final round of all these trials has been special. Oh, this is a rare one. Used to be pretty scary, but not so much anymore. These Master Ninjas can almost one-shot them. Almost. These guys are annoying. They can buff their attack and their counter rate, I think. Yeah. They like to dodge a lot too, surprisingly enough. As do these ninjas, actually. Counter, please? No? And of course, this one uses his kunai throw, which can't be countered, or else I could have finished him off. No problem. They're probably a little bit too far apart. Yeah, looks like it. So I'm just going to finish this one off, unless he dodges. Nope, no dodge here. So yeah, anyway, the final round of all these trials, and I guess all the arena rounds, just in general, has been a custom fight, or at least enemies that have never shown up before. So I'm on for the second trial here in the temple. It was, I don't know how many, 3 or 4 priests that were level, I think they were level 30 or maybe even 35. They had a ton of hit points, like a lot of hit points. I don't think I actually ever looked at them. I just started attacking and I noticed that I dealt okay damage, but they took all kinds of hits. So I think they must have had close to 200, which was pretty insane back then, when I was only barely above level 30. So yeah, I don't know, maybe they were level 30-ish. 30 rather than 35, I don't know. They were pretty tough. Thankfully they hardly ever cast any spells, nor did they heal themselves. All things that priests often like to do. Those were relatively benign. Thankfully. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the final round of this one. Throwing some level 50 enemies at me, completely destroying me after spending like 1.5 hours on this one trial alone. I mean, this is all just really ridiculous. And obviously, even though the romancing stone, or romantic stone as they call it here, is pretty good. Oh hey, didn't get poisoned. Lucky me. Obviously that is a pretty powerful trinket, but is it really necessary to have? No. Is it worth the effort? Honestly, no. Now, you know, unlocking Dickback in the other arena, I still say it's worth it. Not only is Dickback a good character, unlike in the previous games where he was more like a gimmicky character. I don't know. Not really all that great unless you use some very specific tactics that I never care to really get into. But yeah, in this game he's just a really solid character. He's funny. I mean, I don't expect him to ever really participate in any cutscenes like the non-optional characters do. But I mean, his animations are great. I'm gonna be using him a lot more in upcoming fights. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to use him here, but I mean, I guess I could. He should be able to beat these enemies. He is level 35 after all. No, but I can't risk it. Not at this point. I've invested too much time in this and I don't want to start this over. That's just not an option. But yeah, you're definitely going to see a lot more of him. If you don't... if you're not already familiar with him anyway. But yeah, so Deepak, good character, funny, definitely worth it, especially since it was only 20 rounds in that arena, right? I think so. Yeah, but 30 rounds of this is... I mean, without this grinding, there would be no way. Obviously, you could also just pack your inventory like completely full of healing items, the best healing items, and probably do this at a lower level, but that also seems a little bit insane. A little bit unreasonable. Again, especially for that reward. I mean, Romancing Stone is nice, but by no means necessary. Anyway, I'm doing it. I'm a completionist. It wouldn't feel right to not do it. Also, after doing that second round, which was rough but manageable, I had already basically started grinding, because that going through that round with one character, I did that all with Kharg as well, by the way, in case I didn't mention that before. Yeah, okay, my hit points should be fine. I can always heal. I mean, these enemies themselves only ever deal 1 damage, so... should be good. Yeah, so anyway, using only 1 character for all those fights ended up giving Kharg a ton of experience. So I thought I might as well continue, you know, keep grinding. Certainly helps that the combat system is pretty enjoyable, honestly. Could be a bit faster, you know. Some of these animations, especially when characters take seemingly forever before they decide to counterattack, or you know, that kind of thing. Sometimes it feels a little bit sluggish, but for the most part it's okay. So yeah, that helps. And of course, you know, you can totally do this kind of thing completely on autopilot. Brain is hardly involved in any of this, allowing for, you know, listening to audiobooks, for example, on the side. Or I guess I could have been watching TV or something else. Anyway, only 4 more rounds. Okay, here we see an even rarer version of this combat with both a Ninja Master and a Supreme Ninja. Not really sure why we need both of these, although I guess one of them uses a sweet katana. Yeah, but even these deal only single-digit damage, which is quite fine. Thanks for not using a special attack too, allowing me to counter. Nice, one of the rare crits. This is going very nicely. We got that weird guy. These have such goofy animations. I don't know. Everything from just standing still to moving to their special skills. They look so weird. They wave around so much. I guess that regular sword slash looks kind of normal. Ouch. Counter? No. Well. Oh hey, and we level up again. $98. Wow. Okay. At least level ups do have noticeable effects on damage you deal and take. Oh yeah, also, speaking of stats going up, I also did replace his Stoneholder with the life ring I got from round 2, which is also kind of underwhelming. I mean, 10% max hit point increase is not that significant at all, even at my current HP levels. But I figured in this case particularly, obviously I don't need any spirit stones at all, so might as well replace that with, you know, get more hit points instead. So for this trial in particular, that is actually probably the most helpful thing I can equip. Should probably go for the one who poisoned me, which I was doing before. I didn't do it last time though. Got me poisoned. I blame that I started recording and I'm not focusing as much anymore, which is bad. Or it could be bad. So far, it hasn't been a problem, of course, because most of these enemies are not an issue anymore. But yeah, even after having gained 2 more levels since I started recording, I'm pretty sure that these combat robots, these what are they called? PA something? Not the big ones, but the small, deadly ones. They're almost guaranteed to be still challenging. But I do have healing items, so I'm gonna be good even then. And would it be nice if I could one-shot these guys? There we go. One more down. Getting there. Yay. Yes. Basically lost no hit points. Okay. Get a really easy one for our penultimate fight. The last regular one. Because, as I said, I expect the final round to be something unique. No poison, please. Nope, of course. Okay, at least we get a counter here. That helps speed things up a little bit. Yeah. These guys buff their defense. It's okay. Blocking is not okay. Take your time, Kharg. I'm not sure what you were waiting for. It's also strange. Sometimes the game seems to take longer before the character decides to counter. I don't know what that depends on. Points are looking fine. And we have countered this guy before, so it should be a kill. Yeah, good. Alright, here goes. Sure are. Okay. Heal up one more time. There we go. No risk this time around. Fully healed. And okay, these are, I think, the same priests as before. At least they look the same. They are level 35 and they have over 200. Wow. Yeah, these must be the guys. So I'm pretty sure I was fighting 3 of them before. Now it's 5, no big deal. You know. Let's see if I can lure them one at a time. Okay, good. Wow, they walk so far. Yep, they have a long movement range. Excuse me? You could please not do that? Oh, nice. Well, I guess that makes it even. Okay. I guess we're gonna be doing this for a time. Ouch. Oh, 39 damage. This is insane. I should really attack him from behind. But I'm going to lure him a little further away so I can attack from behind. Okay, good dodge. Too bad dodges can't be countered. That's really unfortunate. Blocks can, but okay. Good. If I can dodge most of these guys' attacks, this is gonna work out in the long run. Fortunately, it still takes 4 hits to kill them. If I could get any counters in, that would certainly help speed things up. Okay, here we go. I thought it was a regular attack before, but that was actually this counter attack. Should be okay now. Yeah, especially with the crit, of course. Oh boy, that dealt some damage, but I do have plenty of healing items. I am going to be good, so long as I'm careful. Also not seen them use their special attack, at least not this time around. Yeah, once again, I'm going to give him an attack of opportunity here, but okay. Was a block. Okay, unless I was gonna say, unless I just trapped myself. Which luckily I didn't. Okay. Yeah, too bad maxed out focus or morale or whatever does not actually do anything for you when you're solo. Giving you increased stats or hit chance or whatever. At least, if it has any effect, it's not noticeable enough for me to notice. Let's see, is that enough? Yes. At least now I have a little bit more room to maneuver here. Without having to be too worried about aggroing the last two. 197? Should still be okay. I could also heal. I could have healed to be on the safe side, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. That's a counter. Normal attack. No counter from me. That's unfortunate. 119. Well. 68. No counter. I dodge. Good. And that's that. Slowly but surely. Going to use a great herb. Okay, good. For a second there I was worried that I might have dashed forward a little bit too far. Oh no. That was barely enough to reach me. I'm not getting nearly enough counterattacks. It's probably because these enemies are still relatively high level. That must somehow factor into it. Okay, a block. That's a counter. Good. Oh, and he blocked the counterattack. That's annoying. Only 20 extra damage. It's probably not going to be enough to actually shave off an attack needed. Not that it really matters at this point, because at this point extra damage is only going to make this go by a little bit faster. Well, Nice. There we go. Is that a kill? Yes. Just barely though. 177. You know what? I'm not going to risk anything. Going to heal. Nice. Okay, a dodge from behind. Not bad. There we go. 2. And 3. One more. Is that a counter or regular attack? Oh, I think that was his normal attack. There we go. Finally. Jesus. Yeah, this took a long time. Wow. 6,400 for these 5 guys. Excellent work indeed. I dare say we have a famous warrior on our hands. Sure do, man. You have completed your training in this way. Please accept this prize in honor of your achievement. Yay, romantic stone. So romantic. Again, worth it? No, not at all. But here we go. Here we are. Equip. Oops. Nope. What even do these do? They give defense and guard. Yeah. I don't know. I guess she doesn't really need the stone bag anymore. They give her the romancing stone. Oh wait. Oh, that's that one. Okay. So that's not the same thing that Camellia has. I wonder what hers is called. She has a trinket that reduces SP cost to 1/3, I think, of their original value. Wow, this one makes skills completely free? That's insane. I don't know. I mean, I thought about giving this to her to begin with, because I've been making so much good use of her fire AoE spells in the previous rounds, or yeah, in the previous arena. But honestly, she might not be the best choice anymore. I guess I could give it to Kharg, actually. I could give it to a good healer, which he also is, honestly. Yeah, you know what? He earned it. He sure earned it. He gets the romantic stone. Yeah, that does reduce his points a bit. I mean, I guess technically I could replace his steel armband. Will even make him a bit faster, reduce his defense a little bit. I don't know. You could probably do the math and determine whether 40-ish hit points outweigh 8 points of defense at this point. I guess I generally prefer more hit points because defense only helps against physical attacks, while hit points also sponge up magic and other things that might not be reduced by armor. So yeah, I guess this is probably the better choice. Again, Life Ring is kind of underwhelming with only 10% increase, but it's 10%, you know. So for lack of better opportunities, better alternatives, this is still the best HP increasing item I have. So yeah. Well, that was that. That was quite a thing. He's level 44 now. I mean, obviously at this point, none of the regular fights in the game should be much of a challenge anymore, if they were ever going to be. But you know, the game did put this challenge, or they did put this challenge in the game, the devs, that is. So obviously they expected people to, or I mean, not expected people to do it, but it's there, so they had to. They had to expect people to do it. Some people. And you know, to do it, grinding is necessary. And even if you don't grind too much, just doing the challenge is going to mean that the character who does it, or the characters who do it, amass a lot of experience and gain very powerful. So I don't know when I'm even trying to get it, but anyway, this not only encourages grinding, but also is grinding in a way. So yeah. Anyway. Sure, let's... Deepak actually needs some more points. Everyone else's SP, that is, to max out his class level. Everyone else, I think, is maxed out. I'm gonna check one more time. I could have checked right now, but pretty sure actually that everyone is at their max class level. I guess I can use her Mirage Field. That does in fact make her completely invisible to enemies. They will ignore her, not even move when she's close. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I think it lasts for 3 rounds. Nice. Good start. What the hell was that? Revival medicine? Stolen? You bastard. You're not allowed to do that. That's the first time I ever saw an enemy steal an item from me. That's... wow. I hope I get that back. Not that I absolutely need it, but that's a big move. Okay, yeah. Oh! Well. Direct, powerful electric light attack. The direct part there certainly made it sound like it would be a single target. I am quite pleasantly surprised that it's not. Okay, that is good damage. That is pretty good damage. Oh, okay, hitboxes. Ouch. Anything else I might want to check out? Hypnotize, sure. Just because I've never seen it. Might as well check out the animation. If it actually works. Okay, it looks alright, I suppose. Let's see here. Grab that. Happy Rays. Oh, that's a single target buff against, or not against, but on someone else. Not himself. Interesting. Okay, wow. Not bad. Maybe the duration is actually random. Because I'm pretty sure the first time, or I've used it twice before, but the previous time I used it, okay, there we go. Her invisibility lasted only 3 moves, 3 rounds. I don't know, maybe I miscounted. I think I've shown Fire Blast before. Oh, actually, Magic. Yeah, it's just healing stuff. I've shown this before, but it's a nice animation. And deals good damage. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just the graphic for Deepak's attack. Okay, there we go. Class level up. That's nice. Divine Judgment. Enchanted lightning from the heavens. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, I can't quite afford that yet. Speaking of affording things. So yeah, everyone else is level 10, of course. Well, Mauro has quite a few things left to learn. Nothing super high priority though. Right, oh, I definitely want to check out this Titan grenade. Flies at the enemy for a huge explosion. Does that mean that Gans himself flies at the enemies? Or is it talking about the grenade? Extreme grenade. Throws an axe with a grenade attached. Sure. Seems like a waste of a good axe, but if it works. Yeah. I'm definitely also going to learn this. I'm probably going to save up for this. In fact. I mean, I suppose antidote treatment could come in handy. But, eh. Yeah, well, anyway. Oh, also... Yeah, they sure just... No, wait. Did she get it back, or did she have two? Actually, no, I don't know. Party items... I don't have any left. That's okay. I can probably do some shopping here. Or, actually, they said places is in ruins, except for the library, so we're going to see. Oh. In fact, it's just the library. Wait. This is not how I remember this place. Okay. This library has been here for a really long time, but in the beginning it was just a regular old building. Okay. Yeah, this is different. But every time they remodel it, it gets more and more fancy, and after all these years it looks like this. You know, the first time I came here I thought it was a palace or something. I came here to do some reading, but the artifacts they have on display here are just so interesting I forgot to look for a book. Huh. Okay. Artifacts, you say. May I help you? Yes, we need to find out more about the teachings of Lambda. Do you have anything here like that? The teachings of Lambda, huh? Let's see. Now, which one was it? Yes, here. We have something here. It's an ancient Lambda Temple Sutra. You have an ancient sutra? Where is it? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm not at liberty to tell you that. But why? Isn't that your job? The truth is, our head librarian, Mormat, is a bit eccentric. Mormat, you say? What was the guy called? I kept making fun of his name. I feel like it was somehow similar. The librarian in Arcalab 3, actually. Something with M. Well, anyway. Feel free to remind me, or maybe I'll look it up after I'm done recording. Mormat. His belief is that you can only find true happiness from a book by working hard and discovering it through your own efforts. Oh, okay. So you can't tell me where it is because I need to find it myself. Sure. And accordingly, the motto of our library is, if you want a book, you find it yourself. Okay. I'm assuming your shelves are ordered alphabetically, right? However, after you have found what you are looking for, you are free to take it with you. So good luck. I hope you find what you are looking for. We have no choice. Let's go find that book. Howdy there. Welcome to my humble little equipment shop. Oh, okay. Hi. I've received special permit to do business here, you know? From items to weapon parts, accessories to spirit stones, you name it, we've got it. That's convenient. Sapphire coating, diamond coating. Actually, I'm not sure. Do we have diamond coating? I need to look that up. It's poison, sleep, stickiness, silence. Accessories. Steel turtle armband. Okay. Heavy armored mainly for defense. Bewitching beads. Well, I guess I'm definitely going to upgrade everyone with better versions of what they currently have. Ancient writings on how to throw far. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem super necessary. I guess that helps with using items at a distance. I don't know. Yeah, we don't really need to buy much of anything. Oh, strongest herb. Completely restores HP for only 150? That's a steal. A little HP to all allies? Sure, I guess I can see that being somewhat useful. I'm going to just buy a little bit of everything, honestly. Elixirs... do we not have? Oh, I guess I distributed those I bought before. So... yeah, sure. Poison cologne... I mean, obviously raising resistance to status effects, that seems like such a waste of an item. And a combat round. Bombs, not really all that interesting. How many can I buy? Okay, I can buy as many as my money allows. Because there are definitely limited slots in the party equipment as well. The party items. Right, so we got some revival medicine, elixirs, strongest herbs. Should be actually good for the rest of the game. It says monster summon trophy. Sure. A commemorative trophy presented to the Casino King. In a giant place of gambling that existed in an ancient land known as South Srat. One day, the owner put his whole casino house on the table for a winner-take-all wager, and ended up losing it all to a man who had a party of monsters in tow. Oh, okay, that must be from... I don't know, where was there a casino? Was there a casino? Well, I guess there was a casino in Twilight 3. But you couldn't actually do any gambling there. Could you? I don't remember. I mean, most, or maybe not most, but seemingly every other JRPG has some kind of casino. Seems to be, I mean, that's pretty much a staple of the genre. So it's possible that one of the previous games had a casino. When this happened, the name of the establishment was changed from Pandilla's Casino House to Chongaro's Casino House. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember that episode. Maybe that's just a little anecdote that didn't actually happen in any of the games. This unique trophy was designed after a monster by the new owner. Okay. Can't really make out what it's supposed to be. To mark his new post as head of the casino. However, the Chongaro Casino House went under after only 2 years, and supposedly only 5 of these trophies were ever made. This is the only one known to still exist. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, it's a bit hard to tell what it's supposed to depict. What is this? It says Love and Luna. Okay. A gun made by the Weapons Association, masters of weapon research and development, who once spanned the entire globe. It is the most powerful weapon ever developed by the association, and its beauty surpasses even the finest handcrafted weapons. Created by a genius of a 14-year-old girl, it is even lighter than it looks. The creator specifically designed it for her own personal use, making sure it was handy and easy to wield. Wait, what's it called? Love and Luna. Luna. Why do they spell it like that? Luna with an H. I feel like that's just a different translation, maybe, of an item from the previous game. Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible that that one was just called like Lunar Blaster or something like that. I don't know. It says the hero's armor. Sure does look like the armor of one of the protagonists. I don't know, was it Ark's original armor? This armor is the product of years of experiments on the weapons at the Weapons Association, a haven of weapon and armor research. Made from many a precious material, on top of its high protective ability, it is said to be able to protect its wearer from disorders such as poison and paralysis. It is unknown who actually created it, but it is plain to see that they were at the top of their field. Okay. It says Crimson Blaze. Praised more for its exquisite beauty than its actual performance, this sword has been prized as a treasure for many years. Extremely light, it is perfectly suited for two-sword fencing. It resembles a fluttering flame when it shines, and that shine loses no luster no matter how many years go by. Okay. Hi. Hello? I can't find the book I'm looking for, so I just decided to take a little breather. I could have sworn I checked all the shelves, you know? I wonder if there is some sort of trick to this or something. Hint. Princess Henrietta. What? Oh, that's a glass case with roses? A rose said to have... Oh, 2 roses. A rose said to have been made by the legendary affluent Rochefort family for the beloved daughter they were rarely able to see. After repeated selective breeding, this beautiful and highly fragrant flower became extremely delicate and very difficult to cultivate. The secret to growing them is a closely guarded secret. Really, the secret is a secret. Passed down through the family of butlers serving the Rochefort family. Huh. So Sebastian's descendants are still breeding these roses named after Henrietta. That's nice. Do you want to be healed? Nope. Okay. Oh, hey. I was wondering if I could interact with this dragon. There's a red gemstone in the dragon's eye. Yeah, I'm sure that has no significance whatsoever. Not sure why the game wanted to point that out. It says images of human. Human? A mysterious rock carved with faces? Well, with a face. Excavated from what used to be the Yagos Islands. Why it was made is unknown, but it is presumed to be a religious symbol. There are both male and female faces on its surface. What? Is that so? I really only see one. Maybe there's one on the back. With the male faces known as Uin and the female faces known as Aran. Okay, if you say so. Uin, Aran. That's supposed to tell me anything? I'm afraid I don't get it. It says Dragon Motif Lithograph. This is the lithograph taken from the floor of what is believed to be the ruins of an ancient temple. Judging from the dragon pattern and the fact that it was in a temple, it is believed to have been made for the purpose of worshipping the monster in ancient times. This is one of 16 total pieces, and it is believed that each part was able to move freely within its own area. The reasoning behind this is unknown, but the theory that it was used in some sort of ritual is thought by researchers to be the most plausible explanation. Yeah, it's a kind of puzzle. Is that actually part of that sliding tile puzzle? Possibly. A picture. Oh, okay, there's a picture here. I mean, I can see that. Another picture. Are those artworks from... Yeah, that's definitely art right there. This is dog person, wolf person, Volk maybe? I don't know. There's a blue gemstone on the dragon's eye. More purple than blue, but sure. It says the songstress's music box. Okay, nice. But I can't say that I really recognize the melody. Yeah, that one also doesn't quite ring a bell. We carry all sorts of books from all over the world here. Hello there, head librarian Mormet, just standing around here randomly. So I know that the book you are looking for is on these shelves somewhere, just waiting for you to find it. Sorry, I can't tell you where it is. You have to discover it yourself. Right, I heard that before. So, yeah. Looking at the time here, this is one of those long episodes, but I wanted to get something more interesting in after that somewhat grueling and repetitive arena or monk combat training. Yeah, we're going to resume, or actually start looking for this book next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.